This will be my impression of Crappy's demo against 5150 on Prague. In this first clip, you'll notice him cycle his nades quite a few times and throw one, and then go to throw a second one, but then cycle and double back. And then eventually when he does throw his second nade, he rushes on a guy because he hears the splash damage and then seems to shoot at a wall. Now, if you watch it in show normals, it starts to become a little more clear as to why he was cycling and why he shot at the wall. I do believe in coincidences and luck, but not to this extent. So again, you see him cycling his nade out. Throws the safe one. You see him go to chuck his nade after he cycled out a few times, and for whatever reason stops and doubles back. And he keeps cycling his nade. That part kind of concerned me, but there he's going to shoot at the wall. If you watch the clip with show normals again, you'll notice that when he throws the goes to throw the second nade, his teammate's being shot from the side. I don't know if that's his play style or what, but typically when my teammate's getting shot, my attention moves from the nade or throwing the nade to actually helping my teammate. He then continues to rush forward and presumably rush the enemy that he hurt with his nade, only to shoot the wall directly where his enemy was standing. The only explanation that I can really give as to why he shot the wall was because he must have been wall hacking. I mean, he saw the guy through the wall and shot at him. I'm guessing he thought that his enemy was further or ahead of that wall, but instead was behind it, or behind two walls, I guess, instead of one. This next clip and the one after are from the same round. They're on a rush, and you'll notice that he decides to take out his nades and continues to cock them and cycle them until he has them pushed back to executioners. Now, when you watch the clip with show normals, you'll see that he's actually keeps cycling and pushing forward, as it seems that he's aware that they keep moving backwards. Yeah. I'm aware that you are able to hear them, but I really can't really make out through all the other commotion that they moved back. I mean, he didn't even check. He wasn't cautious. He didn't check to see if they were behind the boxes right there or anything like that. So, I mean, it's not. This clip isn't necessarily conclusive, but it kind of made me scratch my head a little bit. This clip is from the same round as the last one. You'll see that they've pushed them all the way back to the other spawn, and he prods the other spawn and kind of pokes in and out without actually seeing them, and then tries to engage them. Now, when you watch the clip with show normals, you actually even see him point his gun at each of the enemies at, I mean, with kind of pinpoint accuracy. I'm aware that that doesn't necessarily mean he's wall hacking. I mean, again, it could be coincidence, as I'm sure that happens in a lot of our own demos, but just kind of the way he prods the spawn and kind of tempts fate without actually knowing the exact location of each guy, it kind of is weird. You can see here, there, and there. And he kind of pokes in and out. I mean, that's really dangerous, and he's not exactly being stealthy either. It's kind of the most vulnerable opponent there. This next clip, you'll see him just at the spawn and kind of just does a mini rush forward with a cocked nade and chucks it right at an enemy's feet. Once again, when you watch it with show normals, it kind of looks a little weird. I mean, there is an audible step that is made, but with just the way that he kind of takes out the nade and has it cocked, without even really knowing that a guy should be there until the last second. This next clip, you'll see him cock a nade from Fountain and rush through to Garden and throw it right at an enemy's feet, which is definitely possible, but given that he was playing at a position that he hadn't played at for the entire map and was able to rush in without checking corners or having any knowledge of whether or not there'd be other enemies in the area, it just seemed all too convenient for me. Now, if you watch the clip with show normals, you actually see that under the circumstances that he is wall hacking, he actually sees the enemy run through from Garden into the upper golden area, which is exactly where he places his nade. This next clip is a little longer than the others. At the beginning of the clip, he's cycling his nades, and he seemingly places them right when an enemy is in that area. Then at the end of the clip, closer to the end of the clip, you'll see that he reacts to an enemy rushing before he's able to see him. When you watch a clip with show normals, you actually see that he doesn't throw his nade because, again, in the case if that he is wall hacking, the enemy keeps moving away out of the range of his splash damage. So that's one of the reasons why he keeps cycling. I mean, what other reason would you have to continually cycle a nade and just stand there and hold it? I mean, he does this throughout the whole demo. And then at the end of this clip, you notice that he's pushing forward with his teammate, probably to see if people were rushing middle. And he kind of reacts to a guy rushing through Wokeley stairs. In this last clip, I'm not even going to include the raw footage without short normals, but I mean, to me it's pretty obvious. I think he tries to hide it by not looking directly at the enemy, but to me it's just, I mean, he never, I think that might have been the second time he's rushed there, so there's definitely no reason for him to have known that the enemy was in that corner. In conclusion, I just, I mean, if you actually watched the entire demo, you'll see a lot of the nade cycling, and kind of, it looks like he's cycling the nade when he knows that the splash damage won't hit an enemy, and I mean, yes, he has nades that aren't near a single person, but I mean, it's pretty apparent to me that he's probably toggling the thing on and off. I mean, there is no way you can explain the first demo, or the first clip, which I believe is to be the most conclusive. And I think the rest of the clips I've shown kind of just substantiate the claim. And I mean, I don't know how else to explain some of the things that I saw, including the first clip and the clips where he kind of just has perfect nades and they land right at his enemy's feet. I don't really, I do believe in luck, but not to the frequency that he was able to receive that quote unquote luck. Oh, and also note that you can find a download to the demo in the description.